Hello friends! I know it's been way too long since we've had a one-to-one together. I should do these more often. And of course it's the holiday season, so happy Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. For Christmas I normally go down to New Zealand, but this year New Zealand's coming to me. That's right. I think it's like 13 members of my family are descending on me in the next week. So that should be pretty entertaining. I'll try and do some videos. 3 of my sisters will be here with their children, and it's going to be chaos. Should be good. I'll do some questions and answers with my sisters. Maybe we'll go for some driving. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If nothing else, fitting so many people in my house it's going to be like an army camp. So something to look forward to there. And I hope you guys are getting together with your family over the holiday season. Yeah, good times. Nice time this time of year. I also wanted to read out some viewer comments and answer some of your questions. So let's get stuck into that. The first one is from Roger. He writes, Nick, I watched your poor car rolling down the drive again. You really are an incompetent tit, aren't you? It reminded me that I wanted to see the video of you chasing your car, but you've taken that down. No, I haven't. It's in this video here. I'll put the link to it and I'll show you here so you can watch multiple versions of Nick chasing his car. Yes. Always trying to escape me, that car. The next is from Cindy. Cindy writes, Nick, that photo of young you on Instagram yesterday. I think she's referring to this photo. You were so cute, even hot. What happened? Well, I don't think anyone at the time, that was in the 90s, I don't think anyone at the time thought I was hot, maybe cute, hard to say. And you have to keep in mind, if you look closely at that photo, some cracks form. I am wearing a red leather tie. Red leather ties went out in the 80s. I was still wearing those in the 90s. And of course I was wearing my gold calculator watch. Such a woman repellent. But I didn't know that at the time. So yes, what happened to me? Well, I got old and ugly, of course. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Cindy. Next is a comment from Barry. Barry writes, what is wrong with you? Well, Barry, I think that would be like an hour-and-a-half long video in itself. There's a lot wrong with me. But since you asked, I'm going to give you a little tidbit. One of the main things that's wrong with me is that I have, and this is a really odd one, and no one's going to understand this, but hey, I'm going to share it anyway, because at this time of year, it really affects me. I have an abnormal fear of cotton balls. These little horrible things just send the shivers up me, and I don't know what it is about them that makes me so, I don't know, they just give me the creeps. Just thinking about them makes me creep out. There's a scientific name for it, and I'm not alone. There are other people that have got this. But of course, at this time of year, people put them around their desks at work, sort of pretending to be snow. So there's whole areas at work that I have to avoid for fear of running into cotton balls. Normally, it's just packets of pills. When you open a pill and there's cotton in the top. Oh, Jesus, the horror. So yeah, it's just one of many things that is wrong with me. Yeah, see, I'm sharing. Next is a teeny bit of a negative comment from J-Man. Let's hear it. He starts, you are wrong, moron. The GTS can get around the Nürburgring 7.34, so it is faster than the Carrera S. Fail, idiot. Go kill yourself, then go back to Austria. I don't know why I bother watching you, ha, idiot. I like how we added the idiot at the end, doubling up there. So, where to start with this comment? Firstly, another person thinks I'm from Austria. It's a little insulting to Austrians, don't you think? No, I'm not from Austria or Australia. Secondly, I don't think I've ever claimed that a Carrera S is faster than a GTS. It's not. A GTS is definitely faster. But people can keep emailing me that piece of information. Finally, go kill yourself. See, I can't do that. Who would look after William? Tui? Albert back there? Besides, why would I kill myself and then ship myself back to Austria? I don't know. Anyway, finally he says, I don't know why I bother watching you. I don't know why you bother watching me either. Unsubscribe. Stop watching me. Just make your life easier. Next is from Don. Don writes, I see Tui locked you out again. Why don't you keep your keys with you? I think this is another Instagram photo. It's true. Last weekend, Tui locked me out of my car for almost 2 hours. And it's true. I do try and keep my keys with me every time I leave the car, because when I leave the car, Tui walks forward to see what I'm doing and presses the lock button But every now and then, and last weekend was one of those cases, I just popped out for a second to look at something, and I turned around and the car's locked. And then the only way to get back in is to convince Tui to press that button again. And she just wanted to go to sleep. So for the next hour and a bit, I was yelling at her and tapping on the window, and people were watching me. Normally I would walk home. I didn't have my phone or my wallet with me, so I could have walked home. It's only an hour away. But the car was still running. So what if she unlocked it and then someone stole the car and Tui? I mean, I don't care about them stealing the car, but I would hate to lose my little dog. So I had to wait there until she unlocked it. So I'm putting a little ghetto fix in my car. I put a little card over the lock. If anyone has a better suggestion, I'm open to any suggestions at this point. How to stop Tui from locking me out of my car. Obviously, I'll try and keep my keys on me. Next, a direct message from Dennis. Dennis kindly writes, "Nick, you have too much porch on your channel." It's true, I do have a lot of porch on my channel. Maybe more regular cars. Have you looked at the new Camry? It is awesome. I think people would enjoy a review. So Dennis, you're saying less Porsche, more Toyota on my channel. I say, Dennis, say no to drugs. But thank you for the very kind message. Donga writes, "That gorilla is not even real." He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's not real. So just, good one, Donga. Well spotted. And finally, a whole list of questions from Chris the Cucumber, or Cucumber Chris, he calls himself, from Columbus, Ohio. He writes, "Hi, Nick. As fans of your channel, I think we deserve some answers." You totally deserve some answers. "Here are 12 questions for your next viewer questions video." Hey, that's what we're doing. "Sorry if they're too personal. I would really actually like to know." Well, if they're too personal, I'll skip over them. So, what are we doing? First one is, what was your first car? Well, that's easy. It was an '89 Ford Laser Gear. I love that car. It was silver. It's the only silver car I've ever owned, I think. No, I had a BMW Silver as well. Anyway, it was, I think, 105 horsepower. It had a top speed of 185 kilometers an hour, which is about 115 miles per hour. It was a nice little car. Pretty cool. Second, cats or dogs? You know. Third, will you ever show us your girlfriend? Maybe. We'll see. 4, what is your #1 song on iTunes, top most played? Let me go check. Here it is, of course. What should be everyone's #1 played song? Dance All Days by Wang Chung. And next, Toto by Africa. Either of those songs should be #1 for everyone's list. Good times. 5, how fast was your first speeding ticket? It's a good one. So you remember the Ford Laser I talked about at question #1? It did 185 kilometers an hour. How I know this is because I got a ticket at 185 kilometers an hour. Yes, just a few days after I purchased that car, in the middle of the night, I was racing down the highway, seeing how fast it would go. And guess what? So when I went to court for that ticket, because it was way over just paying a fine, it was, what's 185, 115. In New Zealand, the speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour, so, I was closing on double the speed limit. And I said to the judge, like I was 21 or whatever, I don't know, however old I was, and I said to the judge, I just bought the car and I just wanted to see how fast it would go. And he looks at me and he says, "We were all young and idiotic once. $500. And let me off with no points, so that was cool. But $500 was a lot at the time. I really thought I was going to lose my license. I was kind of freaking out about the whole thing, but it was all good in the end. Did you ever have a car-related job, like a mechanic or a salesperson? No, but I had a sort of a car-related job. I used to have this part-time job when I was a student, changing light bulbs in traffic lights. And this job was something else. The boss on this team was only interested in keeping the costs down, nothing to do with health and safety. So what ended up happening was, we would go up on the cherry picker to change the bulbs. This was before LED lights. And in New Zealand, they'd leave the lights on, so the lights were actually running when you changed it. And in New Zealand, it's always raining. So we were changing live bulbs in the rain up cherry pickers. So the eventual carnage was pretty bad. And what would happen, and the first time I saw this happen, I was horrified. You'd put your finger in, you'd turn the bulb, and then all of a sudden you get an electric shock. But It wasn't the electric shock that hurt you, it was the fall from the cherry picker and then getting hit by a car. And the first time I saw this, I was, oh my God, oh my God. But my boss was so annoyed. He was, oh, you guys, always falling out of the cherry pickers. If you're gonna fall out, fall away from the cars. And now I have to train someone else. Needless to say, I didn't have that job long because the mortality rate was fairly high. But, you know, money's money. Number 7, Ford or General Motors? Actually, neither. I go for Mopar. I like the underdog. 8, have you ever been arrested? Yes, I have. 9, have you ever been married? Yes, I have. It was a very short marriage. It is a story for another day. It's a pretty entertaining story. It did not go well. Number 10, what are you hiding from us? I'm not completely sure what you mean by this question. But I assume, a lot of people write in the comments, oh, Nick seems like a nice guy. I hope he's not a serial killer. Well, I'm not. Well, I haven't killed anyone for years. No, I am honestly pretty much as you see me on camera. I think I am pretty open with my life. I don't think I'm hiding too much, but I guess time will tell. Most of the people that get to meet me at meetups and so forth, the number one thing they want to know is, am I like I am on the YouTube channel? And I think I am. I can't pretend to be anyone else. I am this nerdy, world-class loser that you know on YouTube. So I don't think I'm hiding much, but we'll see. Number 11, do you not drink because you are recovering or because of religion? Actually, neither of those reasons. I am not a recovering alcoholic. I have never drunk alcohol in my life. Well, I've tasted it, but nothing, no, I've never been drunk. Or because of religion? No, I definitely don't drink because of religious reasons. I just chose not to drink when I was younger, and that's a whole other story, also for another time. It's a pretty funny story, actually. Maybe I'll take up drinking one day, but it's not a priority for me. And his final question is 12, Led Zepp or Eagles? Both. Why would you pick? Then he signs off with, also, will you be doing a meetup soon? Yes. It's been way too long since I did a meetup, and normally it's a summertime thing, but I'm thinking, the Black Horse Garage where I got that Ferrari from the other day, they have this beautiful campus with all those cars, and it's all indoor. We could totally do a winter meetup if you guys are interested. Put a comment down below if you're in the drivable New England area to Connecticut and you'd like to have a winter meetup, see some of the fabulous cars they have at Black Horse Garage. I mean, we're talking hundreds of cars, hundreds of rare, awesome cars. Come along, meet me, maybe we'll get some other YouTubers along, I don't know. If you're interested, comment below, and if I get enough people that are interested, we'll totally do that after Christmas. Get everyone together, see some cars, have a chat, whatever. Anyway, finally, people keep asking if I'm going to get some of my t-shirts in size small. I will do. It won't be here before Christmas, but I've ordered a couple of size small, so people are waiting for that. Meantime, of course there must be a relative out there that needs a world-class loser t-shirt or something like that. If you order now, I can still get them out to you for Christmas. Otherwise, keep Tui and food and me and whatever it is that I eat and drink. Buy some more t-shirts. I always appreciate you supporting my channel that way. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon. I'm going to make a bunch of videos about my family when they're here. Oh, and I just finished a video today. I know a portion of people are going to love. It's about tuning the new Model 911. Boy, blew me away. A small ECU tune on the 3-litre turbo engine in my car makes a huge difference. Wow. So I'll get that out in the next week or so. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me as always. You guys are awesome. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye then.